another video of the weekly growth. I am here to make another quote-unquote quick video. This one is going to be a little different. This one is going to be about social media and the dangers that there are on it. Social media is buddy, something fierce right there. Very, very fierce. Because it is honestly the main way the enemy pushes out all of their objectives into the masses. It is the easiest way to push anything out. And the enemy has been using this very well to not even hide anymore, just to reveal themselves like right in your face. Not only doing that, but also mocking God. And for that, I have a couple examples to show you. And with that, I'm going to start with the most recent case. And that is with the whole Twitch rule thing that happened about a week ago now, or a couple days ago. If you don't know what Twitch is, it's basically the biggest live streaming platform in the entire internet. It is mainly used for gaming. It was started as a gaming streaming platform. That's where it started off, and that's like its main focus, quote unquote. That's literally the most streams you're ever gonna catch on Twitch, which is gaming, but there's also like live streaming where people just chat and hang out with people and do other stuff, like maybe cooking, stuff like that, you know, pretty harmless stuff. But recently there's this whole Twitch meta that girls have been using, which they basically strip themselves naked and they position the camera to the point where you can see most of their breast, but not to the point where you see the nipple, basically. And what they do is whenever they get a follow or a donation, they would shake it or like play with their breasts in front of the camera. Basically porn at that point. It's basically what it is. They're playing on the lust of people to get their money and become more successful by doing this very sinful thing to do. Very sin-driven thing to do. And there was a lot of backlash on it, and Twitch responded about that, and Twitch isn't really good at responding to backlashes at all. Pretty sure it has been like every single controversy that they have been in, they have never once responded good. And they have deteriorated their own platform to the point where people just leave. The reason I don't use Twitch anymore is because of that specifically, because they promote the wrong thing. They promote sinful behavior. They promote low effort content. They give out unfair bans to people. They're very not good at running their own platform. So they put out this statement saying that they're going to change the rules of Twitch, basically allowing this sinful behavior in their platform as long as they have the right tags on them. You heard that right. They are letting porn into their streaming platform as long as you put the right tags on it. Basically, they're just saying they're okay with lust, they're okay with sinful behavior, and they're okay with people promoting it. That's basically what they're saying. The gaming live streaming platform is promoting porn now. That's something, yeah, that's ridiculous to say the least. So they naturally got backlash from that as well. And they thankfully have fallen back from that standpoint and reverted the rules back to normal, to where they don't promote that. But you see what they did. The enemy is slowly or quickly taking over things that are easy to access for all ages, actually, because children also use Twitch. A lot of children use Twitch. The enemy's using easy to access platform to promote their objectives, their sins, their behaviors, so they can corrupt people into saying, oh, this is okay, this is fine. It's been happening for years now. And that is just one example of it happening. Another thing that is very blatant and obvious, this is old news, but I honestly don't care about that. This is still a good example of the enemy using social media to influence the youth, to influence us into not following Jesus Christ. The popular singer Doja Cat, she made a very demonic music video like months ago. I can't really remember the exact date, but she basically made a music video where she was a black demon. And do I really need to say anything else about it? Like, she's basically dressed as a demon, acting as a demon, singing like a demon. Is right there in that whole music video. And it's got millions upon millions of views. Probably thousands of likes too. That's just the world we live in, where the enemy is no longer hiding. They're right up in our face, and people are enjoying it. People are eating it up like, oh, this is fine, this is good actually. When it's not, is simply not. Is right there in your face, and you are being deceived by saying, oh, this is good, this is enjoyable, I like it, why should I stop when I like it? You're basically just giving in to your flesh more and more when you let social media, when you allow things from social media like that to exist, when you take it in, when you experience it, when you don't restrict yourself from social media and what you watch, you are going to get influenced by many evil things. Is just how the enemy works. That's how meticulous they are about manipulating you. And they're so open about it now that there's like a whole TV show about it. There's a TBS comedy show, and I just found this out too. There's a TV show in Apple TV called Miracle Workers. Now, this came out in 2019, and I'm pretty sure is still ongoing to this day, if I'm not mistaken. And it says right here, frustrated with the current state of the earth. This is the official description from the TV show. frustrated with the current state of Earth, God has pretty much given up to focus on petty hobbies. This is the first sentence of the description. And already there's so much blasphemy happening. God doesn't give up. He's all-knowing, almighty. He created us. He created everything. And he wants us to spend time with him. He wants us to be with him. He would not give up on us that easily. In fact, he made a whole plan to save us through Jesus Christ. He came down to earth, suffered with us, so that we could be saved. But in this show, he has completely given up and turned on petty hobbies. Petty hobbies, things that the devil would do. This is not the true living God. This is not Yahweh. This is a blasphemer's depiction of God, influenced by the devil. Simple as that. And that's just coming from the first sentence. Moving up even more, it says, thinking the end might be near, two determined angels try to change his mind. Craig and Eliza, low-level angels responsible for handling all of humanity's prayers, must convince their boss to save humanity and answer their most impossible prayer yet. Help two humans, Lara and Sam, fall in love. The 7-episode limited series based on Simon Ridge books, What in God's Name, turns the perception of heaven upside down while also making the case that humans are worth saving. Daniel Radcliffe and Steve Buscemi executive produce and co-stars as Craig and God respectively. This, I don't even know, like, this is just blasphemy pure and simple. Like, God takes all the prayers in. He doesn't need to say that he needs somebody to handle humanity's prayers is to say God is not omnipotent. Is to say that he is not all-knowing. That's what basically they're saying right there. And to say the most impossible prayer yet, that's to say God will not make the prayer happen. What happens is that if God doesn't make the prayer happen, it's because he has something much better waiting down the line for you. So all of this is just beyond blaspheming. And that's what the enemy does. That is what they do. They blaspheme, they mock God, they openly influence you in easy to access websites like YouTube or Twitch. And it's just awful, to say the least. And that's why, as Christians, we must stand firm in our faith on Jesus Christ. We must never falter. We must never wane from our faith. We will never stray from our faith. And if we feel weary and if we fall down, we must always turn to God and pray and repent, and he will welcome us with open arms and give us the strength and wisdom to keep going forward. That's what Jesus does. That's what God does. He is all-knowing. He is all-powerful. He is the true living God, Yahweh. So, I'm telling you this to warn you, to tell you, be careful what you watch in social media, what you consume through social media. Always stay vigilant. And make sure you restrict yourself by what you watch. And once again, make sure to put God first, to put Jesus first in everything that you do. God always comes first, no matter what. So, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you understood what I've talked about, and I pray that you all take this to heart and think about it and look at the many things that the enemy has done to influence the world. God bless you all. Have a wonderful day or night, and goodbye.